My name is Angel Lateral, and when it comes to practicing law, I resonate with the human spirit just as much as the judicial system. This isn't your typical business legal advice show, and I'm not your typical lawyer. As an attorney, I have over 16 years of legal experience in the areas of business law and estate planning. As a project manager, I love building and nurturing systems that work. And as a certified guide in the lineage of King Solomon, transformation consultant, and practicing Buddhist, I know this all starts with a healthy mindset. Welcome to the Laws of Abundance podcast. Legal advice from an angel. I'm your host, Angel Lateral. Transmute equals to change from one nature, form, or substance into another, to transition. Webster's dictionary. Thus, mental transmutation equals the art of changing mental state, forms, and conditions into other states. So Hermetic principle number 1, the principle of mentalism. Its axiom, all is mind, the universe is mental, meaning the underlying reality of everything is mind. Descartes said, I think, therefore I am. In Hermetics, this means the universe itself is mental, existing in the mind of all. But let's carry this to a logical next step. If the universe is mental and all is mind, and mental transmutation is changing mental states, then the art of changing your mental state is the art of changing your reality. Everything starts with your mental state. Change your mind, change your reality. And this is principle number 1 of Hermetics. So in order to become a master of reality, one must become a master of awareness, such that they can master their mind, not have their mind be a master of them. Okay, Angel, now you're being a hermetical bumper sticker. To this I say, yes, I am. Change your mind, change your reality is in fact a bumper sticker, but it's also a Hermetic principle because all is mind. Literally, the world we see in objective reality is a reflection of what is going on in your mind. So if your mind is a cluttered mess of thoughts and negative self-talk, I bet your workspace, room, or home is also a bit cluttered. All that physical clutter represents what is going on inside all the unconscious, subconscious attachments to other people's opinions about what you should or should not be doing or say. What do you want to be doing with your life? Have you thought about that recently? Are you living the life you want to live? And if the answer is no, what is stopping you? I tell you, pause this podcast just right now. Write down your reasons. Just take 5 minutes. What is stopping you from living the life that you want to live? Okay, welcome back. Now look at your reasons. How many of them could you change if you changed your mind about having them being a reason that they are stopping you? For example, recently I have been very busy with marketing my law office. So busy, however, that I've barely had time to eat, exercise, or take care of myself. This has had me stressed out and aggravated some health problems. This is not the life I want to live in a physical state. I don't want a swollen ankle and a limp. I want to be able to hike through the jungle to waterfalls in Hawaii and beaches in Brazil. So what is the answer? Well, instead of being a victim to my calendar, I purposely decide that I have time. I make time for self-care, time to block tasks, time for boundaries for my volunteer work, time to hire a law clerk and an apprentice. I change my mind and my thought process around time. I stop saying there's not enough time, and instead I implement boundaries and I bring in help. I stop looking at this situation as temporary and start building a bigger business through boundaries with my time. My business is growing because I am investing in it. But there is no reason to have a successful business if I cannot enjoy my life. Let me use another example from a friend's life. Recently, my friend came to me and she said, I've lost everything. Or so she thought. Emphasis on thought. She said, I've been badmouthed by a community I love. Her hurt and confusion was palpable. My question, what have you lost? My friend quipped, my community. Interesting, I said. I don't think so. I'm still here. Your other friends who care about and support you are still here. My friend agreed. I could tell her energy had begun to increase. So I asked her this. Have you lost your community? The answer is no. All she had lost were strangers or acquaintances who lacked discernment and good judgment, as they chose to believe someone with no facts or reason. So here's our old thought. I lost everything, which will surely increase more lack and lost belief. New thought. How blessed am I to have the incredibly close friends that see my truth, support me, and know when others are lying. Even as I'm telling this story, you can feel the shift. So in my case, in my situation, I'm putting up time blocks. I need to do things I enjoy and that take care of me so I don't burn out as I experience a successful business. How did I almost get burned out? My underlying belief that I have to do it all. This is a habit, a pattern from an old worn out belief that I am not good enough and that it has me taking on things and sacrificing my own well-being in the process. So I'm letting go of that. And I'm letting go of my volunteer work right now and putting up boundaries and then holding them. This is done in my mind and thoughts first. Because if I just keep believing that there's not enough time, then there will never be enough time. But if I say this time here is sacred for this, and I honor that the work will get done, and so will the self-care. They can coexist, and some things will get let go of, and I'm okay with that. Others might not be, but they're going to have to figure that out. It is not my job to carry their load. Which brings me to part 2 of this discussion. If all is mind, what thoughts are causing you to not be able to live the life of your dreams? So do you actually know what your ideal life looks like? If all conditions were perfect, what would your life look like? What would you be doing? Who would you surround yourself with? How would you live your daily life? Can you articulate this? Can you focus on holding the vision of a joyful life you want to be living? And if you can't, then that is a place to start spending your time figuring it out, because all is mind. So first, get clear on what you want in order to make it happen. All those reasons on your paper are excuses for you to live a life you don't actually want. This is not to diminish any challenge you are facing. This is to refocus your energy. Are you facing the right challenges, or are you wasting your time? If you are not clear where you are going, then maybe this bridge that is blocked is not the right one to rebuild. Like my friend in their lost community. Yes, it hurts to be rejected, but does it actually matter in the bigger picture of your life's hopes and dreams? Nope. It's a distraction from living your purpose. If all is mind, you can change your mind about that challenge and make it an opportunity. So accepting Hermetical principle number 1, all is mind, requires one more ingredient, that crucial seasoning to the sauce, and that is personal responsibility. Because if it all starts with me and my mind, my holding a vision for myself, my thoughts, then who is responsible for those thoughts? For creating that vision? Who? I am. I am responsible for all of it. I am not a victim of my circumstance. I am creating it with my mind. I am creating my perspective. I am creating my reality. I am creating my reaction to my reality. It is all my personal responsibility. So stop giving the secret of your sauce away. Stop giving the keys to your future to another person or circumstance. Take back your power and start to create the reality you desire. Your change starts now, and it starts with you. Not your community, not your mother, not your boss, not your spouse, not the annoying construction that caused you to be late or the cup of coffee you spilt on your shirt. You control your reactions to the uncontrollable, and all is mine. Everything else is just stuff you are letting stop you. So, what is one thing that is stopping you today from living your life? And where can you take your power back? Comment and share if you're willing, or book a consult. I can help with that. Thank you for allowing me to help you prosper. If you like this podcast, please review and subscribe. You can find out more about me at laterallaw.com/Laws of Abundance podcast. I'm your host, Angel Lateral, and I can help with that.